Hi guys, welcome back to Kiarkymoments. Today I will be talking about what's happening to the Muslim YouTubers community. Like, I don't get this. You've been hearing this series like your favorite influencer taking off their hijab and all of that, and I feel like, okay, so me being a beginner on YouTube and seeing all of this, like, whoa, is this how it also looks like? So I'm being taken aback. Like, do I really want to take or continue making this hijab content that I'm doing? And I'm like, why can't I do it? Well guys, this is my first podcast and I hope you enjoyed this. Come along, learn something about me, I believe in Islam and my journey. So this is me trying to tell you guys not to judge me for anything I do online, because you might like physically, so you don't know who I am and what I am really up to and what I do outside of being online. The only thing you know about is just what I post online, and that's what I want you to see. So I don't think, or I don't feel I should be judged based on that. Anyway, also, why should I get judged? Are you God? I don't understand this. Like, there was a day I was on TikTok and I posted this common, or let me just say interesting, this viral content, like a trending song, this zodiac signs, and you telling people about your moods, your age. This is my age, this is my sign, this is my clinical, all those kind of that particular song. Someone posted, you being a Muslim, you don't believe on zodiac signs, and for that, God will not forgive you. You have sinned for more than 1,000. I don't even understand. Like, I screenshotted that message. I feel like if I see it back, I should be able to upload it because I have a lot of pictures on my phone. But hey, why should that person say that? Else the person could have just told me, why do you believe in this? You're a Muslim. We don't believe in this and other stuff. But to me, I didn't even think of it in that direction. Like, I wasn't even thinking that, oh, me doing this song is me believing in it, like having belief or faith in this science and all of that. I didn't even see it that way. I was only just having fun, like telling people your age, what to do, and all of that, the months you were born. Okay, if I say, oh, we have the month of the year in Islamic calendar, Rajab, Shaban, Ramadan, Dhul-Qa'dah, Dhul-Hijab. Like, if I start from the beginning, Muhammad Hawa, Muhammad Sani, Jumad al Hawa, Jumad al Sani. So if I say I'm April, I was born on April, and I'm like, okay, if I use the Muslim calendar and I'm telling myself this on this month is when I was born and using the Muslim calendar, then would he have said, like, you have seen, you be punished like this and all of that? It doesn't really just come. So me seeing all of this online, I'm not like, really, do I really, should I just continue doing this? Like, I don't get it. I'm a Muslim, I'm a believer, I'm a growing Muslim and getting to know my God. So me putting on hijab is just like, there was a day my sis came to me and she was like, I saw this in the Quran. This is what God means by saying we should put on our hijab just to be protected. So if I'm trying to learn and know and continue to move closer to Allah, it's not for you. I can put on turban today, I can put on hijab. And one of the things that even made me love hijab more is the fact that the same way I love to change my clothes, my outfit, I love to style hijab. I'm not selling hijab. I buy material from my friend. She sews it for me. Like, it's just the interest I develop for hijab. So I don't feel like people should now judge me in whichever way they feel is the right way for me to put it on. Well, no one has come to me to attack me based on that, because but I'm just feeling scared. Like, should I really continue making this hijab tutorial? And they'll be like, oh, you're an hijabi. Why should you do this? In short, when I started this YouTube of stuff, I was only putting on cap. Like, I was not putting on hijab. And I was putting on turbans, I was putting on different style. Then one day my sister came to me and she was like, I feel like when you put on turban, you look like a small girl. And when you put on hijab, you look more a bit matured, and I was like, really? She said, yes, that's what I feel. Maybe you should put on hijab more. Then I was like, okay. So I started putting on the hijab more online. Not that I don't put it on offline too, or I don't put it on online sometime, but all I'm saying is that was what developed the interest to now start putting it on more. And so people will just feel like, oh, this small girl, I'm not really that small. I might have a small stature. If you see me offline, like physically, you know that, oh, this girl just has a little small stature, and that shouldn't even deceive you. But this is me just coming out to say, why should I get judged based on what I intend to do? I'm not supporting those influencers that took off their hijab. Like, they've put on hijab for so many years and they decided to take it off. Like, I don't know. But it's their journey. It should be between them and Allah. I don't know why people now feel constant. Like, I was just going through the comments. I saw some hijabis, like hijab, other influencers talking about them, and they're like, they shouldn't be judged, and I support them. Like this influencer Naima Wazuki, I love the way she reacted to it. And there's this other influencer, but when I was listening to them and what people said, I was feeling like, wow, if you don't have a strong heart, like if you have not made your mind so solid, those comments can actually make you depressed. And as Muslim, I feel like we should try to always say positive things. Like, I work in an organization filled with Christians. I just try to be myself, make people happy, because that's humanity. Aside religion, we should be human too. Like, be kind to everyone around you. And I'm about to leave this my organization, and the positivity I've put out and the energy I'm receiving back is so heartwarming. Like, it's so interesting, and I just feel, oh, really? Have I been this like this? I was just being myself. I never knew people are even watching me to that extent, and the energy I'm receiving just because I want to leave is just so overwhelmed, and I was like, wow. So that's how it should be. You shouldn't just judge people based on what you feel. I believe you are judging them because of what you feel, not really because you actually put yourself in their position and you actually know what they went through or what they are going through. Or this video might be long, like I'm not editing anything. This is me just saying my mind. I think I should even make it my first podcast, because it really is. I've never done any of this, just a picture and me talking behind. Because if you should see my face while I'm doing this, oh God, I'm just so upset, annoyed. Like, this is not what I signed for, and I don't want anyone. I'm a photographer, so it's my passion. I don't want anybody to come and tell me one day and say, oh, you're Muslim, why are you doing this? No. So that's why I'm putting it out, like, to any day anybody gets to find this video. And as much as I want to grow on this platform and become so much more and better, sharing my own side, like my own personal way, what people doesn't see of me, I don't want to be judged. Yeah, I don't really want to be judged by anybody. Just leave me and my God. As long as I'm doing what please Allah and I'm being good, just being myself with Allah. I don't want anybody to come and tell me any bullshit. Like, it's not for you to say. People just do things online, sit behind their phone and start saying nonsense. Like, I believe it's nonsense, because if you actually put yourself in that person's place, you should even pray for them. Like, God help them find the interest that made them even put it on. They were not putting it on before, and they developed the feeling of putting it on. So, and then now they're feeling like it's becoming a problem to them. You should be praying for them, not all those nonsense that people were just commenting under their post. Like, even those that want to even become Muslim, you're already making it hard, because we live in different society. I'm in Nigeria, so the way we Muslim we behave and we do things there is quite different from the way they do it in Arab. But we only just try to make it look alike because of the Quran and what we all feel like. Okay, this is it. I'm not an Arabic girl, so I don't know I don't really know the meaning of some Arabic terms except for what my Afa and my Sheikh have tried to tell me the explanation of it. So it's whatever I believe in. So you can't just sit in one country and then you just stack black like oh god. Even Allah hates backbiting and slander. So what you're actually doing is that you're actually backbiting and being so let me not just say stupid. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Like seriously, it's uncalled for. I love to put on trousers. I love to put on skirt. If you watch some of my videos, you see me putting on three-quarter skirt. That is me. So one day someone shouldn't come as a Muslim. You have to cover all your body. It's a journey. It's a process. If I've not gotten to that point, no matter what you tell me, no matter what you say, I will only tell you it's a journey. It's a process. Me creating hijab content is just because I love just styling hijab and it makes me look comfortable. Sometimes there was a day I went for a shoot. If you check my previous video on things I did during Ramadan, I went for a photo shoot and this lady was like, "Oh, you do make hijab style. Can you please style my hijab?" Like, I was like, wow, so you actually do watch my videos. And do you know what? This hijab style, many of the styles are just inspiration. Like, I just get it from sitting there. I'm like, okay, what should I do today? What style? I just do it. Not necessarily that I've planned it or I have imagined how it should be like. I just create. So I might not create that same type when I see you or when I want to do it for you. It's just what comes up in my hand and I just create something. So I shouldn't be judged just based on because I'm now into hijab, then definitely you're not an hijabi. There's certain things you shouldn't do. I love to put on different kind of tops. So me being a Muslim and I want to be protected, I use my hijab. So maybe one day we met and you were like, oh, look at what she's putting on. What is that for you? Even God said men should lower their gaze. So you even saying that is wrong. So if you're a man that had been doing, sure, men are the ones doing this the most, like just coming out and saying nonsense. Men are the ones doing it the most because there are some brands that men are the ones who make them, but they don't wear it. But they're not being judged. But because we are female, we are Muslim, and we've created this kind of image and pattern, then the people believe, oh, if you do it the other way around, then absolutely you are wrong. Well, you are not to judge. You're not the judge. Why should you define that person in that manner? It's best to just keep quiet and not say anything. If you cannot pray for her, if you cannot help them find the homework back. Well, I come in peace and I'm just putting this out there like Islam, Muslims, we should make our religion a little more better. Prophet Muhammad is of a good character. That's why he could be able to attract many people to Islam. So if you really know you're a true believer, and as you said, as I said, you're not the judge. So, and you saying, oh, God will do this for you, well, instead of telling the person what God will do for them, why can't you tell the person the benefit and the right way to do it, and being in support of the person, praying for the person and all of that. You don't have to become the judge. Allah didn't give you that right either. So why should you now enforce your own belief of how the person should live? This is it's breaking. There are many brands that Muslim men are the ones who create them, but really, are they putting it on? Is it because men don't have any identity to be able to be differentiated as being a Muslim and being a Christian? But because we female we put on hijab, so we can be easily differentiated from every other woman, and so because of that we should be judged. It's not fair. Please, you guys, let's make this Umar a little bit more friendly and welcoming. It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard. I heard of this saying where Umar Kitao says he has never regretted being silent, but he has regretted speaking out. Like when people, when you just, okay, those influencers, they, if they had kept quiet and all of a sudden we just say that, oh, they are not putting on their hijab anymore, then what would you say? But they coming out to even apologize, like sharing their journey. Like this YouTube of a thing is a personal, is people just coming out to share the other side of them, meeting other people, just to break that gap between people all over the world. That's what I see it as. So for them to even come out to share this side of them, I know how heavy it is for them, because watching those previous reaction video of other influencers talking about them, wow, it's quite disheartening. I know they too, they're in pain. Like for them to be able to even do that, they are definitely going through something. So it's just for us to just pray or do things that will make Allah forgive them and make them see reason why they should come back to it, not the other way around. So because I create hijab tutorials, so I'll be labeled as an hijabi. So then I can be judged because of any action I take or otherwise. Well, I'm not planning to take any wrong action, but I'm only saying, why should it be? You shouldn't be the judge. Why should it be? It's my iman. I'm growing. That's why I do say that me creating this content is just me finding it interesting. I've never enforced it on anyone, like compulsory you have to go and put on this hijab style. No. I'm only showing different ways you can style your materials and make it look effortless and classy when you put on your outfits. So if someone should see me putting on a trouser or a quarter skirt, then one day they'll be like, oh, you create hijab content. Why should you dress like this? No. It's not for you to say. This is me. This is my own journey. There was a day during Ramadan, I was putting on turban, then I forgot my hijab at home, and my friend was like, "You're putting on a turtleneck, like you are covered. You can just pray like this." And I was like, "No, I should put on my hijab. Definitely, I'm not going to pray at the mosque today." So I went back home and I prayed at home. So for her to even tell me that, if my iman hasn't grown to that level, like, okay, no, what, how many minutes will take me back home? She's being kind. For her to tell me, oh, Allah sees your heart and He knows why you forgot, you that were even being the one to tell me, let's go, we are late. So definitely you can pray like that. That's being kind. We don't have to be harsh. We don't have to be hard on ourselves or others. You don't know what they're passing through. You don't know what Muslim, we can do better. I don't like the way we ourselves are being the reason for, I don't know, we ourselves are just being the judge. Like we just attack one another. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. So any Muslim girl out there, I hope you find hijab as a way of connecting to Allah. So whichever way you choose to do it, call on Allah. Let Him be the guy. Let Him be the one to see you through it. And whichever way you choose to do it, all I know is being kind, being of good character is what Allah said He will judge us with. So, not your physical appearance of how beautiful you are or how ugly you are. Allah is the one that created everyone, so He is the one that decide that. I hope you find it peaceful to put on hijab someday. And me putting it on already, I hope I get to know Allah more and continue to find ways on how to enjoy putting it on more. If you watch my previous video where I talked about becoming a Muslim, putting on hijab, I wasn't putting on before. I developed the interest when I was becoming close to Allah, and I'll be like, okay, I want to pray when I'm outside at this time, so I just have to put on my hijab while going out. And that's how I developed that interest, and I continuously keep on putting it on. But because I now came online in the last just a year now, I've been online on YouTube, TikTok, and every other social handle. I don't get why people should now feel the need like they can just talk back at me and decide what I should do and start giving their own opinion when it's not requested and saying it in an harsh manner. It's not fair. It's not fair. Guys, we should do better, please. It's not fair. People putting off their hijab is because they are low in faith. That's why they remove it. So at the end of the day, as Muslim, we can't judge others on their choice. Only Allah has the right to judge. Truth is truth, even when you are feeling short of it. I think that's dawah. So if you know a little thing and you decide to tell someone, well, that's good. But it's not for you to now become the judge. You just say yours. I hope you learned something from this podcast. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's be kind to our humor. Let's be kind. The world is just so as it is. So the only thing we need is just being kind to one another so it can look a little bit more peaceful and a little bit more friendly to ourselves. Thank you so much for listening. Bye. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe and remain blessed. Jazakumullah khairan. Bye.